Welcome back to Sunless Sea, and we're off. And in this one, I'm going to be going I'm heading to Mount Palmerston. I'm going to kind of head down the middle. We don't have a ton of cash to extend should we get the option, but if we're doing well, then we will continue and maybe go by Khan's Glory or something, or head all the way down south if we're doing really well. And I believe we have one to spend. I have a little bit of repairs to work on, but let's risk it anyways. Lost 3 hull for 2 iron. Very nice. Now we're at 60 iron. That's the way to go. It doesn't matter too much if we're going straight. Yeah, and there's no port report for this guy, so there's not much use unless we want to waste our news there for a Z-tail. Oop. Oh, there's our next weapon. Beautiful. Do I want supplies now? Not yet. See, we got our own Z story. Yeah, so if we get excess supplies, we can use our repair ability, which we haven't tried yet. What goes on here? Our port report, the most important thing. So we can do a picnic. Only 5 echoes. The bearded villagers will sell you mutton stew and kefir and stone bottles of cold fresh spring water and row you over to the stones. That sounds not too bad. Peaceful afternoon. Your sailors watch the fireflies shimmer, swap shanties, pass around the grog and shy stones at the more vampirically inclined Zebats. Grasses nod in the breeze across the dark water. The lights of the abbey glow watchfully. Lost 3 terror, 5 echo. That's actually a really good deal. 3 for 5. It's an excellent deal. And no reason to do any of that at this time. Yeah, I'll loop back around the bottom. So, we should head to the salt lions, I guess. Oh, but would I be able to... Yeah, I'm not going to lose 8 supplies before then. So it might be better just go direct. Nor will I be able to do the good old dive from the top, because I just spent it here. So the salt lions will wait. Ah! Oh, it's just a one shot. Actually, if I keep them in the far cannon. Beautiful. Love the noise of that forward cannon. It sounds like a missile. Spider silk. I think it's parabola silk. And we're getting close. 29 fragments. 1 discovery will do that. Well, I guess I could do the dive at the salt lions if I wanted to. Oh. try to hit in. Wine. Straight ahead still. Yeah, but since I'm not picking up any stinkstone, I can just cram as many supplies as I can fit, I suppose. So maybe I can do even either the beach combing or... Well, actually, the beach combing, if I can get the outlandish artifact, I think, be quite valuable. This one. Let us explore the island. The colony. This one, we haven't succeeded this one yet. I'm curious to do that. A complex situation. They do resemble the fruiting bodies of fungus. The mound itself looks fungal. Are they the same organism? And they communicate and cooperate. You watch as they drag a marsh rat up the side of the mound, bickering over the disposition of its flesh. And you watch a half-dozen stand on top of the mound, listening respectfully to the chittering of a seventh. It's improbably reminiscent of a poetry recital. You take notes. Succeed for 50 fragments. That's a good encounter. So this one we're going to get terror in exchange for supplies. As long as we have space, we might as well do it. Unlucky 5 terror. Unlucky 5 terror. Oh, is it just... It says 60%, but it's giving me a lot of losses in a row there. So I am going to hold back and just be satisfied with what I get. So let's go due east, get a little discovery going. There's those skulls under the water. Yeah, I'll need to make a turn after a little bit. Oh. 160? It's kind of out of the way. And I'll be hitting that up on the way out. Don't even try it. I wonder if there's a ship with just forward cannon. That'd be an interesting setup. Ooh. Oh, here's my old friend. Alright, we want to get in close at this point. Very good. Investigates, and I just want the monies, please. Oh, we can offer them the trophy. That's our port report. And let's offer them the trophy. Let's see what they have to offer. Gain Tale of Terror, Memory of Distant Shore, gain Disease Story. Okay. It's not bad. Yeah, so we're just going direct. Ooh. They look a little tough. So last time there was an option to go to the peak that disappeared, I think, when I went and searched the ruins, so it probably needs the something awaits. Yeah, let's just do that first. Do they admit visitors to the Brimstone Convention? Probably not, but you never know. They might sell tickets. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but the road to the Brimstone Convention is paved with cinders. Look down and see Port Palmerston like a toy, and the ruins like gravel. You've come far, but the volcano's cone still rears above you. Rest a little before you go the last half-mile. Found a little cottage by the gate to the Brimstone Convention. Road to the crater ends at a brass gate in the crater wall. Besides it stands an oddly charming little cottage. It's thrown together from pumice and basalt, but it features honeysuckle. An equally charming devilish in a tea gown leans against the cottage wall, twirling a parasol and fanning herself. I am the guardian of this place, she remarks languidly. You may not pass, but I can offer you a cup of Amaryllia tea. Tea with the devilish. Amaryllia, that's not one of the poisonous ones, is it? You're pretty sure it's not? No, thank you. You have been brought sufficiently long spoon, perhaps. Let us have tea. No doubt she'd be much less pleasant if you tried to break down that gate, but just now she's a courteous, soft-voiced woman in a tea gown. Tea is hot and nutty and rather pleasant. She asked about your voyages. She is desperate for news of London, of its mists, its nights, its sick, its poor, its fires. She tactfully turns aside questions about the convention, but she shares some of the secrets of the Neath. Come and see me again, she says, next time you're here. She shrugs gracefully. Bring me a present, if you like. An occurrence. The objective quality is now 20. Taking tea, that's for all. And 60 fragments. Very nice. And then I would need 5 bales of parabola linen. Oh, deliver the smuggled souls. A hooded figure with a lantern waits at the far end of the quay. Hurried exchange. You give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a chitty marked with a thief sign. You'll receive the promised remuneration in London. Very good. So we don't want to trust our luck right now, so let's chat to the folks and get that port report. Otherwise, oh, we could. Oh, that's a very nice fuel price, I do say. I might just want to stock up on fuel. 12 there. Go for full 22. Be quite happy with that. I'm gonna go north a bit with this extra fuel. Circle around that. Was it damaged? No, it's just sitting there for some reason. Might be stuck on a buoy or something. There's another buoy. Try to get some of this stuff discovered. Yeah, so Mount Palmerston, like the Republic, is a good source for cheap fuel. Keep that in mind. Actually, I think I have at least one secret. That's decent. Mirrors and Veils feels good. Hearts, I haven't had many heart challenges. He's my Veilman. Let's go for the Veil. I have one Veil to work with. There we go. Oh, is this something? Something down there, but this is definitely something. Discovered Teneb. I probably should have gone around the back, because there'll probably be a port nearby this side. Discovered Frostfound. Oh, the arch. Sycamore arch. That's right, we can go under. Oh, that's not good. Horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Yeah, I'm not too interested in the Lifeberg. Oh, he's down there. Actually, yeah, let's not risk it. We're not even at full health. Got this, so we'll be able to explore this port. The towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever will. Oh, I've been here before, haven't I? Towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life. Yeah, I have. But I haven't had it where I can do something. Take tea with the squatters, ask the squatters about the castle. Let's take tea and hopefully get ourselves fed. Some of them wear the robes of Iremi riddle fishers. Some look like withern folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those peoples. Surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, helpful riddle fisher explains, as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Irem and Witter meet here for, she pauses, contests. She finishes vaguely, the difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liqueurs, pale Whitner beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blatantly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. I will take it, and we've lost 10 terror. Fantastic. So to our port report. Not all are Remy or Whitram. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, now and then a very cold, very sad, rubbery man, but for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns. No shops. We don't have coffee for him. And that's in a line. I mean, we could have a third here or here. So I think that's our loop that we should be making. Just follow the buoys to stay sane. Uh-oh. Oh, 100% hearts. Do it. Gainer fragment. Again, eyes on the deck. Lost 1 terror. I mean, they're good encounters. We're gaining. Well, actually, it'll ruin relations. Ooh, we got something over there. Yeah, because it's all the relation-based stuff over there, I don't really want to mess with them until I've achieved something. And of course, what we've got to do... Surprised this isn't a discovery. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. Zeeby's corpse afloat, so much carrion we approach the Shellanate. Or Shellanate. Discovered a reef. Oh, got another secret. Perhaps some more veils. Help me out, buddy. Excellent. The veils go higher. Yeah, we're going to want to turn back soon if we don't find anything. Oh, that's something. There's something. You've discovered the Shellanate. Shellonate, I think. A lot of confusing words in this one. A shell as big as a wild dream. Waves lap these sides of the vast turtle shell, bigger than any cathedral. Shellonites loaf on wooden docks around the shell sides, staring sullenly. Lamps hang like decorations in a festive butcher's window. All around you the sea is rank with scraps of ancient flesh. Shore leave. Must surely die. Obtain doomed monster hunter for one captivating treasure. Compile a port report. Oh, this is the Tales of the Bone. I can use that. No matter what details you try to record, the stench creeps in around the edges of the sentences. The Shellonites watchful despite the reek, movement among the miasmatic scraps of long-abandoned monster carcass. Frequent duels where the stink is thickest. And someone is crying for unusual wares. Follow the sound. I've got at least 2 of them. A scrawny man squats beneath an awning of gant-colored whaleskin. Bring me your tales, he cries. Tales for the bone. See what wonders he can work. Pay the chronicler to inscribe a Z-story on a hunting trophy and receive an outlandish artifact. Cool. I've got supplies, I've got 3 Z-stories, I've got that, but I need a hunting trophy. Too bad. I can buy ivory. I wouldn't know what to do with it, though. So let's get out of here. We've made a new discovery. Let's skim below to polythreme. Or oh, no, that's not what I wanted. To polythyreme. Oh, there's another boat. And I hear the voices talking to me. Unless that's the game. We're going to avoid him. Okan Shadow, 50 fragments, 132 more. Ooh, interesting. This is very reminiscent of the old, like, documentaries of Kowloon in the harbor, where the ships are all kind of like this, and they have a little city. Wondrous Haven. Yeah, we're down to 82. Wonder if we have any third discovery on here. The city that swam. Long ago, the Khanate turned its back on its warrior traditions. It has no place for pirates and would-be nomads, so here, in the shadow, the exiles make their home, amid 100 wrecked, grounded, decommissioned ships. And acquire a doomed monster hunter, with an element of dawn, or we can compile a port report. Conniving, debauching, speechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, poeting, now and then a drunken duel, very occasionally a savage ritual murder. So not much going on, but we have the shops. I can sell that wine for 23 here. It's better than in London, at least. More ivory and human souls. I don't know if that's what that's like. If I have a ton of money, I start doing runs for that. Oh, there's another shop. A mirror catch box full of very angry dream snakes. To an outlandish artifact. I think I get like 100 for it, maybe, but then I get experience or something. I forget. But we can sell them for straight 100. Mirror catch box. We can sell captivating stuff. Oh, mile breaker. Sinister device reduces the amount of fuel that an engine uses. It also really frightens the crew. Fuel efficiency for hearts. Alright, I think we are quite good here. Yeah, straight essentially. Though we have a little extra fuel, so we could try to go south and then cut over. What have we got here? Watch the fungal pads in the Sea of Lilies. There is a prison here guarded by knot oracles. Oh, another shark. Actually, the shark trophies are quite good. And I could probably wreck him now that... Oh, a particularly tormented one. He's a little tougher. Got our number 2 cannon. Very nice. Still chasing. Okay, he's diving. As long as he's within range of our second weapon. Alright. Let's see what we get. Hopefully more than usual. Defeated a bound shark. Examine the cage armature. That's a little too risky. Let's just use the meat. Supplies, the hunting trophy, yeah, it's kind of the same as usual. Choice cuts. Lost 30 hunger. Wonderful. Oh, looks like it's over there. Very nice, another secret. Let's just do some more of them veils. Very good. Prison walls are mercilessly steep. Midit built this place as a prison for the Khanate. Now it answers only to its governor, and the governor answers to no one. You can hand over a prisoner, if we have one, exchange a secret for a prisoner, compile a port report. Yep. Ships from the Khanate are most common, but you see Shellonite vessels, polythreme triremes with chained and sulky unfinished men, corsairs disposing of their miscreants, even one furtive Iremi skiff. The wardens pay them well for their prisoners. So the wardens pay them for the prisoners. What's going on here? Rescue a prisoner, a high-risk challenge. Can ransom a prisoner. Oh, they have a shop. So we are quite good. Yeah, we're going to want to go up so we can pick up those guys. More discoveries. Harrison's Rift, distant bells. I didn't even see it. Or the fog. Yeah, I'm not close to anything. Okay, let's get our gather intelligence, which we gain terror for. Carry men to London, which I believe we have more than enough space for. Wonderful. It's actually not bad. I believe I have extra crew in my current ship. Max of 15, yep. Yeah, let's do it a way that we can hit Gator's Morn, so maybe go south, see what we can... Looks like we got something there. Oh, that's the lighthouse ship. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it. If we're lucky, we'll have a little shark encounter near here. Oh, not in the best of positions. But if he wants to give chase... Nah, he's not bothering. Hear a noise. Is that a creature? Oh, wow. Alright, we gotta watch our backs too. Alright, we could get kind of sandwiched here. Right. See what kind of trophy or whatever we get. Rescue a new Jonah. The eel's gut twitches. Is something alive in there? Oh, let's take the quest. Slice it open. A bandage-wrapped fellow clambers out of the slit. Well, they were bandages before. They were steeped for weeks in the internal juices of an eel. Now the effect is more like a kind of roll-mop linguine. Does wonders for my complexion, he remarks, squelchingly, but I suppose it's time to go. Could you drop me off at Venderbite? You rescued the father of the monstrous eel and need to take him to Venderbite. You now have one tomb colonist. Awesome. So that's what that third section in Venderbite must have been. So I wonder if it's a one-time or if I just find those occasionally. Let's gather our intelligence. Let's see the chess game. 55 based on pages. Tough challenge. We'll just explore and see. Okay, here's the privateer encampment. Luck or veils. Ugh. Let's see. Hive of murderers failed. Gain 1 terror. And I still would say I don't really need anything at this point. I'm gonna go south around, see if we can find something new and exciting. Alright, now we're getting into some new territory. It's just a buoy. Oh, we got something. What's that? A ship. It's our old pal. If I can get this shot in, it'd be nice. You're done for. I will take my money, please. $200 echoes. A little bit of fuel. Yeah, surely there's something among these rocks. Skylar's End. Oh, I can use my Z-Bat. Anything for me? Oh, this. Dramat. Oh, the Z-Bat. We can go this way. To the east. Click to mark your map. Okay. Oh. A rat barge. Okay, I think we can get an angle on him. It's going to be a beautiful defeat. Wonderful. Right next to the dock, easy to claim. Loot and scuttle. She's a vile old vessel, and these Z's aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. Stout crate. You've gained fuel. Oh, so it's just a crate of fuel. Do not return. Sender. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rats' eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Go to the postman's tavern, explore. Let's assemble a port report. There's the statue in the middle of the island. That's hard to miss. Then there's everyone wears a uniform, and the way they call each other by their ranks in the postal service. There's the way the port authorities refer to regulations. There's the jargon, the curious habit of referring to any used-up thing as cancelled, as though the whole world were made of stamps. You write about vestigial bureaucracy and about trappings of order retained far from home. Let's explore the beach. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. Let's rescue a parcel that won't stop meowing. The parcel's contents are not at all pleased to make your acquaintance. A yellow glare, a flash of claws, a distinctive odor, then the horrible animal is out of sight. You'd like to believe it will come to regret mauling you, but alas, it's likely to regard this rat-infested island as a paradise. You have gained 5 terra. Your left cheek will never quite be the same. Assist a man holding a broom. Still won't achieve anything, but maybe he'd feel better. Surprisingly soothing. In the long term, what you're doing won't make the slightest bit of difference. Every sodden bit of paper you fling out to sea will come back in a few hours. But for now, you manage to clear a little patch of shore. A few feet on each side. The stones are bare, as they should be. Your companion turns his head toward the sound of your work and gives you a little nod. Ware of flotsam and jetsam. You have won, cultivating a friendship with the postman. You've lost 5 terror. Cool. Study the odd currents here. Very challenging. We'll try it. Oh, you succeeded. You make a complete circuit of the island. The whole shoreline is alike, all of it covered in debris, all of it washing steadily inland from every direction. Not the work of some directional current. It's more as though the whole undersea were draining into Nuncio. Except, of course, that force did not affect your ship when you came this way. It does not stop ships leaving. Evidently, it works only on the post. Another chancy challenge. Apparently succeeded again. Oh, maybe you just succeed automatically. I don't know. To the tavern. Warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. Allowed the heir to offer her services. She could remove the call from a postal worker. They wouldn't be a worker anymore, of course. Listen in on postal tall tales. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstance. Letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open. The servants they bribed. The delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. Is it hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of mail or the recipients? Stands to reason if the message was welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person. Reflects the heiress postwoman. You've gained cultivating friendships. Will this do me any more? 3. If we keep listening in, got 4 accepted by the locals. Oh, asked to borrow a uniform. They're polite, even apologetic about your request. You're welcome here, and welcome to take shifts at the dead letter office, but you cannot wear the uniform unless you were a postal employee back in fallen London. Regulations. Blunt Thomas lets you have a look at his uniform jacket at least. Neat stitching, gilded buttons, a thin but dignified circle of braid at the collar. Inside, a patch that goes over the heart, stitched with 6 red letters. You can't read it, but it makes your eyes itch and your scalp feel like burning. Now we're accepted by the locals. Ask how they occupy themselves. Big building, center of town, hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or a threat. You're now invited to the service. Ask why letters wash ashore here. It's the pull, they tell you. Dead letters are like so many iron fillings drawn to Nuncio. See for yourself, suggests the heiress postwoman. Go down to the shore, collect up a bunch of what's washed there, and you'll feel it soon enough. Saves time for the rest of us, says another voice. Apparently beach scavenging is a civic duty hereabouts, like working in the dead letter office. Okay, gain some fragments. Ask them why they came here. All unhappy postmen are alike. Their stories have different beginnings, boredom, frustration, a fellow who is overwhelmed by guilt after a misdelivery, but they always end the same way. Undeliverable letters and parcels accumulating over months and years. Attempts to ignore the undeliverable, to shove it into the desk or carry it in the bottom of a bag. An increasing preoccupation with these items. Finally, a decision to meet the compulsion to go to Nuncio to be rid at last of the remnants. The postmen do not bring the dead letters to Nuncio. The letters bring the postman. More fragments have been gained. You can't borrow uniform, and this is unlocked. Nuncio no more than 0. I could just see. Offer her services. The heiress postwoman won't hear of it. But you do get one taker. I miss London, he says. I'm tired. The inside of my mouth tastes like stamp glue. Blunt Thomas gives you a bottle of rum and the use of the basement. No amenities, but I don't fancy cleaning the blood off a better floor. The patient takes off his uniform for the last time and lies on the cold floor. No spectators, says the heir harshly, and puts you out of the room. She comes out later with a scrap of skin from the patient's chest. The patient follows, whistling a tune from Mahogany Hall. I have a souvenir, and you have 1 treatment. Okay, so that will probably... It's probably like a quest item. Can we do anything else at the beach? Collect material for the office? Let's do it. You make your way along the shore with a big sack. Many of the envelopes are too damp to rend. Their addresses permanently lost, but a surprising number are still legible. There are also parcels. Here and there is a crate, a message in a wine bottle, a sealed cask that is bobbed up out of a shipwreck. Your sack ought to get heavy with all those continents, but it pulls upward and away, straight inland toward the dead letter office like an unmanageable dog. I think that is... You've got dead letter posts, so we can just do this indefinitely, essentially. Let's get 11. we'll go to the dead letter office. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office, a small collection room where the retrieving letters may state their business, a much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted. A dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine ratted by a postal rat, a Ratus Faber in a pinstriped hat. It shoves sludge-damp letters into the machine's hopper, and they come out dried, clean, pressed, and sorted into slots by size and quality of paper. One of various possible occupations here, none could be described as fast-paced. Make a study of what goes on in the back room, very challenging, with pages. Feed your undeliverable letters into the sorting machine. 52 categories. After prolonged whirring, the machine begins to distribute. 7 invitations edged in gilt into the correspondence of the aristocracy slot, 2 oversized parcels probably containing books into the books tray, 1 stamped bronze tablet that drops with a clang into the bin marked First City. The postal rat watches all this with an air of satisfaction. You've lost 1. An occurrence occurred. Quality's now 3. I'm an experienced shift worker. And might as well just keep doing this. You've lost 1. It hasn't changed because it's higher than 2. Hasn't changed because it's higher than 3. So it's not going to help me at the moment. You've worked here long enough and you might need one. No trouble at all. He's surprised by the request. Most postmen don't like it down there. No one ever asks for the key, but he'll cut you a new one. Just be careful in there, and come out of it if you start to feel wrong. Alright, we're now authorized backroom access. Converse with the postal rat. Why doesn't it make a machine like this one back in London? Might lead to fewer dead letters in the first place. Oh, no, that wouldn't be permitted at all. There are strict rules about the initial handling and sorting of post. An experimental machine might mangle the letters. It's only the dead material that is unimportant enough to be entrusted to a Ratus Faber. His voice isn't bitter, but he twists a coil so hard that it springs sideways out of the machine and pings off your shoe. I'm trusted in the place. There's no point in doing that, so we might as well open the back rooms. You had expected a few shelves of supplies, more files of letters a few years older. No, it is a pit, so deep that lantern light does not show the bottom. A spiral walkway descends along its wall, and that spiral opens wider as it goes, as if you were looking through the narrow end of a very large shell. Lining this wall are shelves and nooks unevenly sized. Some are a few inches square and contain single scrolls of papyrus. Others support crates bigger than coffins. They're made of a woody fungus grown to meet requirements. There's no marks of carpentry or any of the postal rat's handiwork. 3 turns down the spiral and you feel you can't breathe. Time to leave. You can come back later. Maybe. Quality 5, basement custodian. Quality is now floor explorer of the lower basements. You've gained terror. So it will cost me terror to explore the basements. Make a further exploration. Let's tell the rat about my findings. Troubled but not surprised. They say that it's been there since before we came, before there were Londoners in the Neath, before there was a dead letter office. There was something else, and they built the last layer on top of what was there before, and so on. When you press him a little further, he says, I've been down there, didn't like it much, but I wanted to test my machine. Thought if it could handle some of the very old dead letters, that it would be a good sign. You know, evidence the machine was in working order. Good strong sorting categories and so forth. He pauses. There's letters down there that set your hair on fire if you so much as look at them. See the bald patch on my left leg? That wasn't a machine accident. Oh no. That singed right off as soon as I put my nose into one of them letters. Tale of an extraordinary implication. Familiar with the flaming letters. Descend into the basement with mirrors. I don't have very good mirrors. Descend to the basement with flame. Properly equipped. So we'll need 5 foxfire candles and flare. Which I don't have any of that stuff. So we shall end the shift. And it looks like our time on this island is done. Fuel. Do we need fuel from where we're at? I figure we can be like... I want to do Gator's Morn. But that would be nice to get Port Carnelian. So maybe it's a... no. So maybe I buy just a little bit of fuel. Probably need supplies more. But I could probably get supplies from the Fathom King, I'm thinking. Don't want to go into the Finknottle Vortex. That would be most unfortunate. Bless me. Ooh. Yeah, easy challenge. Yeah, if I can avoid the fog, that would be better for my sanity. But boom. Just have to go up to Gators, I guess. Yeah, the fog bank. Oh, that's a nasty one. Eastern angler crab. That looks like he might be coming for me. Not today, it seems. Hmm. And reverse, full reverse. That's right. Beautiful. Let's us collect. It's locked. A bit hard, so we'll just butcher it. Hunting trophy and ivory. Choice cuts. Yeah, I haven't had any problems doing that. Even though it looks like it's going to be a negative. Yeah, this is the right way. Here's something. Oh, there's a ship. Restless Nights. Yeah, I don't have... I just have to ignore if I bother to respond. To the Fathom King. See if we can do a port report. Very good, and let us... Got plenty of Z stories. I've come to plead. No, I just want to ask for a boon. 5 fuel. That's great. Would have rather supplies, but not a big deal. Head straight for that ship. Is that something? No. The Z-Bat. That's our rival. Alright, if they're not coming straight for me, Uh-oh. Alright, let's charge them. Alright, let's collect. I will take that money, please. Thank you for the 300 echoes. Yes, it's going to be kind of a Gators more and this loop around thing. Okay, we can explore the Marne. Yeah, let's go straight north to get a little better exploration. Yeah, it just gave me this side of the red line. After this, where can I get with 4? I could probably get to Port Cornelian. Mangrove College, I'll get supplies there, so that's a good method. And then I only need enough to get to here, because I have it on the cheap. Okay, okay. This looks to be a promising run. Oh, this is almost something to consider. Oh, a patriotic dispute. We can almost side with the Kongians. We're at 90%, but let's take the 100%. And nothing special to buy or sell, really. Too expensive anyways. There we go, left side. Ooh. Go for the frigate, maybe? Just let him come to my sights. He's not sure what's he's gotten himself into just yet. Other than trouble. Don't get away that easy. Beautiful. Loot and scuttle. 1 supply, steal fuel, and some prisoners' honey. And we've passed the hour mark for this one. And we've still got maybe like 3 or 4 more ports to go. Should be able to get some sort of upgrade for the ship after all these things get turned in. Oh, never mind. At first I was like, thought there might be. There's a little bit of new stuff over here, but we're just heading direct. It's another frigate. Oh, he's actually entered combat mode. Oh, the hungry dead. Your cook is outraged. One of the tomb colonists has woken from his coffined rest and found his way to the stores. When the cook came across him, he had consumed a half wheel of cheese and an alarming quantity of suet. Fling the violin overboard. He can walk home. Return him to the hold. Lost one supplies. If you had provided me with more commodious quarters, if the ship did not pitch so abominably, a man grows bored, you know? Death is deathly dull, and so forth and so forth. It is a relief when the coffin lid closes. If only you could nail it shut. Yes, we're not going to want to hold on to that too long. Let's get our port report. Pick up a passenger. Port Cecil. We are pretty high on that, but gathering supplies does give us a decent amount of supplies. So let's do it. 2 supplies. Very nice. And that's all we got going for us. I don't have line of sight. That was kind of a weird one. Lots of supplies and fuel and parabola, linen. I mean, we're going to wind up down there and not need any supplies. Just fight everything. Let's go like this. Just don't really feel like this guy. Getting off course even more. Yeah, so I might be able to explore that. Potentially. Actually, I'd better off exploring after I dock. In fact, it's not the time to make that because no extra port reports to get, so I'm just kind of doubling back. This stuff. So I might have to actually go through it this time. Certainly. Unavoidable. I don't know if it causes terror or what, so we'll stick to the, oh, it's getting bad. The wax wind blows from the south. Engine laborers, sailors cry out and fall. Yeah, so we're just getting gummed up. Oh no. Worst outcome. Go around the vortex. Trick him in the middle. Up. Gonna make it through. Ha! And the birds, which are even tougher, I believe. I might just have to fight them on the way out. Oh, looks like I lost him. Yeah, go away, birds. No one likes you. Alright, can I do a port report? I'll just call room above bookshop. call at the Heartcross House, where the governor administers this distant fleck of Her Majesty's empire. The governor is very, very busy. An attaché offers you a bowl of sugared puffballs and explains the work that the governor does among the natives. Got to keep them happy, what? After all, they are tigers. Visit the tea shop. Pan for sapphires. Influence. 55% chance and 100 echoes to try again. Failed again. This feels like a fool at some point. Okay, so sapphire. Oh, we can buy sapphires potentially if they're worth. Oh, here's. Should I just buy a bunch of coffee, or at least I could buy 2 rounds worth. Nope. It'll require more trips. Oh. Unfinished. Uh-oh. You have to negotiate 40%, 40% to destroy it. He's done for either way. This way, we might get him back. We failed. We lost 1 crew. How many more crew do I have? Succeeded. Still lost one though. Unfinished man has red pain, Prodhon, Thoreau. You wouldn't call it peaceful. You wouldn't even really call it reasonable, but it listens, and at last it departs in a lifeboat. Yeah, so we lost our first crew to fighting at least. I'm down for some Grand Geode. And I reckon it'll work out for fuel, and we have enough money to buy supplies when we get to that. Oh, that's him, right? Such slow progress. Very good. We're getting... Okay, it's just orange, though. But it's going at the same speed, and we're going slow. Alright, we're about to break free. Come on. Alright, getting back up to speed. One of these guys, 500. Our port report. We can purchase an element of dawn from the Commodore. 7 crew. Vital intelligence. 50 supplies. Interesting. Let's speak with this guy, see if it screws us over again. The Commodore may be able to give you a few minutes. You've lost 5 terror, gained a memory, and nothing's changed there. Shakes your hand, he's handsome. Okay, this is just the first initial one. No shops to speak of, so we can be on our way. Yeah, so to the Republic, I suppose. So I think we might... we might be a little short, I suppose. those ships over there. Restless Nights. I still need more pages. Who's my page? It's my Veil. Yeah, Veils. I'm gonna keep going towards Veils till I get to 50. Nope, not interested. Oh no. Ouch. Alright, luckily it's not the most accurate. Ouch! Come on, we gotta be out of range. This is not fun. Can probably take one or two more. Alright, we're in dock. Whew. So let's see. Market of Hungers. All we got access to is fuel right now. Let me just look at this. So we'll probably do, you know, 3, maybe 4, 5, 7. We're looking for maybe have 12 on board. And do I wish to risk the terror? Market of Hungers. All this stuff is, oh, finding a artificer project. I've got a secret. Need ivory and devil bone dice. Alright, he doesn't look immediately there. So let's rush out. And hope not to get murderized. Yeah, getting an engine upgrade is kind of the next. Allow us to get out of trouble. Yeah, if we were full health, we could take one of those on. Skip the fog. Kind of go max sanity. Yeah, so I think especially if you go the long way around, you'll gain a little more sanity. It seems like it sticks with you for a few seconds. I want to buy a couple of supplies. And we're just going to keep heading north for now. See him. Either one will one-shot him. Get ourselves a little food. Or actually a free dissection. Now our fragments. Very close. One more, in fact, will get us a new secret. Oh, let's get that new secret. Dead ahead. Excellent. Chat them up, get our report. Let's visit that hilltop for more fragments. 2 terror for 32 fragments. How much do we got? 8 fuel. Yeah, we should head a few more places. Maybe Abbey Rock. Just squeeze that in. Or actually, in this case, it's a little out of the way, so I think economically it's not worth it. It'll be maybe a wash if I'm lucky. Ah, an inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here to looking for those. Nothing to hide. I don't have the things they're looking for, so I might as well do that. You shrug, and invite them to search your ship as thoroughly as they would like. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than moldy ship's biscuits. You've lost one suspicion, now it's 0. Click our messages. Oh, this guy. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. The scholar has invited you. The blind bruiser attends to business on the dock, and he has to pay me. So what a occasion this is to meet again. Allow me to shake your warmly hand. Very good, my patron will toast you. I will accept the payment. You do need to cover your costs. Announce to the blind bruiser that this pays your debt, and you're done. No, we'll accept the payment. 200 gold, 5 fuel, 2 supplies. You were paid. Here is your compensation, and a little fuel and a few barrels of biscuits, with what a certain other captain has widely surrendered for a common good. I will take the good word to my patron, and if I am a man of my word, we will see each other again. Unless the whale eats you, of course, in which case I hope you will not think poorly for me, wishing that we will not. Alright. Oh, another request. Once more we find ourselves on the quarry side of what I suppose you might say is the lip of well of opportunities. Let us both drink deeply from this well, by which I mean my patron has a task. Take a payment across the ocean and bring back a little package. Of course, if you return to London without the little package, I will probably have something sharp to say about it. Here's the money, don't lose it. Now bring the package back here, and it's my hearty recommendation that you avoid the ungenteel attentions of the excise. On account of if you return without the package, it is of no interest to my patron whether you have lost it or had it taken from you. Good luck. Good luck. If you return to London without an unstamped crate of brilliant souls before completing this task, there's a risk that the blind bruiser will take offense. 1,000 echo. So I need to hold on to 1,000 to buy this. Package from Polythrime in the Sea of Voices. And I probably need a little bit more to potentially bribe the officials. in case I do get caught. Though I'm at 0 suspicion, so I can probably get away with it. Yeah, the hold is full. So we need to deliver the claymen who are dangerous for only 100 echo because we lost one. So that helps us a little bit. That guy should sell the silk and the ivory and stuff. Let's see if the scholar wants it. I don't know if I want to take that until I know I have space. Ooh, an extraordinary implication. Plenty of echo. And 2 fragments. I've got a spare. 3 spares. Okay, we're good there. Anything for you? Oh, I could take a person with me. Why not? She does pay more. Take it. Okay, we're good to go there. Nothing for you. Don't have... Ooh. Oh, that's a box, not a tomb colonist. I only have 5 slots. We've got to sell, sell, sell. Yes, now we have 9 slots. So I'll just have to count. One, 2, 3. Oh, I succeeded actually. Here is your payment. This is quite extraordinary. You must rush this upstairs immediately. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm full now. Tons of fuel. I may just have to sell... I don't really want to sell the coffee, though. Oh, we got so much more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One and 2. Very nice. We really... Supplies is what we're short on. But first of all, let's get our repairs done. Assistance. Admiralty yards for cheap. We're full up. And then our hold. Okay, we've got a little bit of space. So we could, if we can afford it, actually, just remember we can't spend probably maybe 1,000 tops if we really wanted to buy something. Ooh. That would be nice, but that money's not mine to spend at the moment. Probably the next trip if we save it. Or the crazy one. 5,000. And the same thing. Do I have the good forward weapon? I've got a good deck weapon, but I got a 1422 there. It's probably a slightly better one from this guy. Yeah, that's a little bit better. For 900. That's in the cards. But it's a small difference, so I'll hold on to it. What's the next ship we're saving towards? Cargo. I don't think I need a cargo ship. Although there's certain missions that would be very quick that way. A frigate. A dreadnought. Check out the difference here. So 450, 600, bigger hold capacity on both. 3,000, 5,000, this one's very slow. Quarters, 25, 40. Iron, veils, -5, veils, -25, so it's very easy to see. Afterbridge auxiliary, afterbridge auxiliary. It's gonna be about the same. Yeah, the same iron, big iron bonus though. Yeah, this seems like the one you want. So hull, weight of 3,000. This one, even more. It's considered 2,000. Not a good turner. That's for 13,000. So that's a little ways out. Little ways out. Let's get. No, we don't have news to look at. We're London. We need a new recruit. We could pay for an officer just to get him on board, but we need sailors. In fact, we need sailors so much that we need to just pay money to hire on crew at this point. 30 echoes, lost terror, succeeded the hearts, 2 new crew. And I would say we should go again, just max out our, well, have one more needed. We can get the last one in next time we're back. And don't have the Rose Market items. And then 10 echoes. Let's go for it. Marvelous night out. You were fortunate. Warmth of the pub fire and something more. Oh, you now have recent news. We will pick no one. Lost 2 terror. Still could lose quite a bit more though. And anything in the lodgings. 10 echoes. Yeah, there's too many places at Z where it's probably a little bit better to take care of things. Okay, so we're a little, I think money we're going to get after this one delivery where we buy the thing for 1,000, we're going to have enough, plus what we get from going to the different port reports, that we're going to be able to do by some sort of upgrade. So we'll be doing that probably at the end of the next episode. So catch y'all then.